The pigeons of Willy Daniels are making a big impression. Their performances blow every distinguished pigeon fancier off their feet. Willy was born in Kessel on the Bogarts Heide. The calendar showed November 7th, 1949. Father Franz and Mother Mathilde were farmers. They had 6 sons with Willy third in line. Willy, we had to work hard. I've never seen anything else. In my case, it was in the diamond. I got to know Annie, and we wanted to move forward. We have been married for 46 years now. As a young couple, we didn't get it thrown into our laps. I went to work in Antwerp every day, from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. In 1977, Annie and I built our house. In 78, I started with pigeons. No luxury, and all lofts were built with their own hand. My father also had pigeons, but not a good one, because you have to do something for it. When I worked in Antwerp, I had no time for the pigeons. When I was able to start at Van Dessel in the Radiostraat in Kessel, it was better. Van Dessel had a small grinding shop with 8 employees. That was nothing compared to Karel Schellens. Karel, that was the big money. He also bought pigeons that other people couldn't touch. In my early years, my wife was also soigneur of the pigeons. She took care of the 3 children and the pigeons, and of course for me too. Willy laughs. Our Benny, the oldest, and our Kurt, the quietest, are butchers. And then we had another daughter, Nikki. She is 37 years old and mother of Giannis, 2.5. That is the apple of my eye. He also goes to the pigeons. But our Nikki is going to move with her family to Crete. Annie, when Willy was still working, I came to the room a lot. But I only did what he asked. Give the pigeons a little food and sometimes leave them outside. And make sure that the children did not make too much noise while playing in front of the pigeon loft. Willy now goes to the room with our Giannis, but it used to be different. The children were not allowed to get to the pigeons. Willy, I don't remember that very well. I do remember that a ball had flown into the pigeon loft and the loft was destroyed. Comrades who know Willy well agree. The Willy has always had good. In recent years, no one can miss it, but Daniel's pre-suits have never been easy. From whom do such clappers come good pigeons? Willy, don't forget to write that I was lucky. I can't call it anything else. Kessel used to be a real pigeon nest. Karel Schellens and Maurice Wutz were at the top. Licht Bourge, won first provincial Bourge, 4th national, and a lot of top prizes. Maurice was a fine pigeon fancier without fantasies and certainly not a stooper. He didn't tell me how to do it, but how he did it. I breed from all the children of the Licht Bourge, said Maurice. Even if they are not good racers themselves, the children of such a good pigeon produce good ones again. That's a piece of advice I remembered. Another pigeon out of category was the Zot from Franz de Meyer and son Jürgen. He flew 14 first from Quivering, but those pigeons can do more. Son Zot is really dominant in my breeding loft. Just look at the pedigrees of the pigeons that did well in 2015 and 2016. Maurice Wutz and de Meyer and son is my base, I say to everyone. After the death of his father, Jürgen de Meyer continued on his own wings. And a few bones were also really not too bad. The father of Sarah, first national ace pigeon longer middle distance 2016, is a voucher from Fons Hens, Nigellin. I also bought good vouchers from Marion Roybergs, sort of Hauben, and Van den Bear, Van Louis Peters. Don't forget that those people played very well themselves. René Maring gave me the eggs of his dick and a Vale Duven. All sons of the Vale won a first from Noyen. De Bear must have noticed because he bought a voucher and got a daughter of the Vale Duven. This pigeon went through life as Blah Innie. Together with Bobby, she formed the stock couple of his room. I switched to the long distance because they are clean competitions. Nationally, usually 20,000 pigeons. That is the best there is, but sometimes you don't have a chance nationally. Then the provincial result against a clean number of pigeons still remains. My Olympiade was a good widower, but since 2010 I have been racing exclusively with hens and youngsters, cocks and hens. I could be wrong, but for the long distance you are best with hens. My best young bird in 2016 was A. It may be a pity, but that pigeon is now a breeder. I'm not going to change my system. We're going to take a look at the pigeons. At the moment, I have 22 breeding couples and 14 racing hens. You will see, the lofts are not a luxury at all. Drafts and humidity are, in my opinion, the biggest enemies of pigeons. I have taken that into account. The lofts are in an L shape, twice with the back of the loft to the side where the wind comes. The loft of the racing hens has its back to the west, that of the youngsters with its back to the north. Keeping darkened youngsters on the tracks, I don't find that easy. In my opinion, they train a little less and are more sensitive to young pigeon sickness. I can't complain about my health in recent years, but in my opinion, I lost too many young. Not on the races or during training, but simply at home. As a rule, I drive 6 times with my youngsters to Mechelen. It is not far, about 12 kilometers, but every release is experience. The first times everything goes loose together, but after 3 times I let them go one by one. When they have digested that, they can take the club to Vilvoorde and Quivering. I race my youngsters with the sliding door. My top racers as a youngster are also the best later on. Trains youngsters a lot during the races is not bad either. I rode with the Gel, Rogiers, for a few years and was happy. In 2016, there was no more training during the Nationals. I started to doubt whether it was really necessary. And Gel's car was full of his own pigeons. That boy does a lot for it, and can be proud. He played a top season. As far as medicines are concerned, I am of the old school. For the mandatory vaccinations, I can count on veterinarian wins from Duffel. Before the season, I cure for 5 days against trichomoniasis and a full cure against the heads. It's the Dirk Van Dyke system. I follow the health of every pigeon with suspicion. A sick pigeon is by definition removed from the loft, and the best ones are not easily sick. My Olympiad was a good one in my opinion, and so is Sarah. That caliber of pigeons is never sick. It is the lesser gods who cause trouble. Then as a fancier you know what to do.